My 2003 BMW R1150 GS Adventure was equipped with fog lamps, and they jut out from the sideways. I was out riding one day, fell over, and I broke off the right-hand side. Now the housing is made from tough plastic, but it's not going to take an impact like that. You can see one of the broken tabs there in the middle of the picture. The shroud was actually quite hard to get off, and you have to be careful with it because I had to pry a little bit here, a little bit there. The silicone holding it on was very secure, and you don't want to break the shroud. After I'd taken off the shroud, and I don't have any pictures of the castings that were remaining, but I scraped them all off and made it smooth like this. Then I made this bracket. This bracket's out of some metal. It is very form-fitting, and I also drilled it for screws. And the reason for that is it's just plastic, so I opted to glue it on with epoxy, and then once the epoxy had set, I drilled holes and I used some short screws, 8 of them, to make sure it had the best strength possible. Now the shroud that was on the top was only ever held on by some silicone, and then on the inside it's quite thick, so I scraped it down so it was thin to make room for this bracket that I made. With the bracket in place, I just made a little kind of a mask, and I sprayed it flat black so it wouldn't stand out. To put the shroud back on, it just meant putting another bead of silicone. In this case, it's just something I had laying around. This was brown. And it went on quite well. It held very securely. Here's what it looks like when the silicone had gone off. I've got some crappy welds there, but unless you're looking really closely, it's not that bad. When you compare the two, you can see that the right side one, the shroud doesn't fit quite as closely, but again, you'd have to really take a really close look to see the difference. I think the end result was pretty